Well, hello everyone! It's week 3 of NaNoWriMo, and I hope to get caught up this week, so let's see how I do. Alright everyone, I'm gonna be honest, it was a pretty crazy week, and I got a fair amount of writing done, but I didn't end up getting a whole lot of footage of me writing, so I'm just gonna put my word counts for each day on the screen, and then I wanted to share something with you guys that I used to help plot the supporting character's romance in the book, because when I got to her point of view at the end of this week, I didn't really know what to do for her romance. Like, I knew some of the stuff that was going to happen already, but I needed to, like, build a romance and, like, a reason for them to break up, since this would have happened before the events of my book taking place. So what I decided to do was look at romances and see the common points that they had, and there was a video I found that was really helpful on this that I'll link in the description below as well. But basically it treated romance as if it were like a math or a science or something, like an equation, basically. And so you would take, you know, like every romance, like the generic romance plot has like the 3 main points, you know, the one point where they meet, which will represent with M, and then the point where they mutually fall in love, which will represent with L, and I have to stress the mutual part, you know, they both have to love each other for that part to be achieved, really. And then the happily ever after, right, which will represent with an H. And so basically what you do is you have this basic formula of they meet, they mutually fall in love, and then they have the happily ever after. So to make an interesting romance plotline out of that, what you would do is then add conflicts or struggles represented by a C or an S, you know, respectively, in between those points to try to complicate that plotline. But then the thing you can do to make it even more interesting is you can omit one of the 3 main points that we mentioned earlier. And, you know, for an example, what I decided to do was have the characters meet, then not fall in love immediately, so the struggle is them falling mutually in love, because I don't think she would like him at first, to be honest. And then when they mutually fall in love, there'll be a conflict that drives them apart, and then I'm going to omit the happily ever after part, because I needed them to break up before book 1. So I hope that that kind of all makes sense and is helpful to you guys. I don't know, like, I wouldn't recommend this if you're gonna, like, write a romance novel or anything, but it helped me kind of, like, just get started and have, like, the basic idea of how their relationship would work out and how I could write that, like, you know, boil down to, like, key points. So that's helped me right now, you know, in this moment when I need to be fast drafting for NaNoWriMo to catch up. All the writing has been going well so far. As I said, finished my main character's point of view at 5,000 words, and her love interest is coming up on his 20,000 mark. Writing out her love interest backstory has actually helped me a lot in exploring why they're in love and how he acts as a person. It also helped me figure out the kinds of words he would use, like in his thoughts, compared to the words she would use. So it's been really helpful in that sense, and also it's helped me get a greater understanding of him as a character, and so I think I'll be able to write scenes where his reactions are more pivotal a lot easier than I did before. Well, here we find ourselves at the end of week 3 of Camp NaNoWriMo, and while we're still not quite caught up, we're not too far behind either. So next week is the final stretch, so I hope you tune in to see if I can catch up then. I hope you guys liked this vlog, and I'll see you next time.